104.9 XFM. You all right? This is Karl, producer of Ricky Gervais and Steve Merchant. They're not about today. Ricky's on holiday. Steve couldn't be bothered. So I'm left here with all the DATs. That's a digital audio tape of all the shows they've done since they've been here over the last, I don't know, year and a half or something. So we'll play you some of the best bits. All right, so here's the first bit.
Here's a problem that someone's emailed in. We're taking emails today. If you've got a problem, a concern, or, you know, just a general query that you think Karl could answer for you. It could be about anything. It could be about some of the big kind of philosophical questions. Yeah. It could be you know, something to do with war or famine, anything like that. Or it could just be a personal dilemma, you know, something that's happening locally. Anyway, this seems one that I think you probably have... You and your father have probably come across this sort of dilemma in the past. Yeah. And I'd be interested to know what your take is on it. Let me see, this is from Lee Matthews by the look of it. He says, he lives in a suburban area where the local teenagers also live on the same road, and they're running riot. They're smashing wing mirrors off the cars, they're crashing into parked cars on their skateboards, and they're just generally making mayhem, you know, night and day. What can he do to stop this going on? The parents of the kids don't seem to give a damn. Anyone who complains to them, they just say, oh, piss off. You know, the police are useless because they never catch them in the actual act of violence, which is what they got to do to apparently convict them. So they don't know who to turn to, really. It's rather like when a little old lady went and got the A-team, you know.
You know, and he was dressed as an elderly Chinaman.
Exactly.
She knew who he was. Colonel Decker didn't have a clue.
Yeah. You see, it's weird because now it has got out of hand.
Sure.
Do you know what I mean? Like years ago when I was growing up on the estate, yeah, you had problems. Well, not like you have now. Do you know what I mean? You know,
summers were nice as well, weren't they?
Well, right. And
police are getting shorter, and
but you yourself kind of admitted in the past that you were something of a tearaway. You didn't do anything like these kids here.
The thing is, I was scared that if I got caught doing it, my dad would go mad.
Yes.
And I remember smashing a car window by accident and legging it in the lounge and sort of pretending to go asleep on the settee. Right?
Genius.
And I heard a knock at the door.
He chloroformed himself just to be unconscious when his dad came home.
And there was a knock on the door, and I thought, oh God, this is a fella who saw me. I was chucking a stone in the air, seeing how high I could throw it.
Of course you were. Did it keep landing on your head? That would explain a lot.
And it came down.
Chucking a stone in the air, love it.
To see how far I could throw
brilliant.
it.
So, you know, I wasn't bothering anyone.
Did you invent that game?
Right,
Did you get the stone for your birthday? Go and play with your stone.
He gave one to Suzanne.
Karl, go and play with your stone.
No, the thing is, right, and it came down at a funny angle, and
of course it did.
It ate the back of this car, and the back window is the most expensive because it has that heating thing in it, in case you got a frosty window. Yeah. So I thought, oh God. So I legged it in, got on the settee, went to sleep, knocked at the door.
Genius. It's a brilliant plan. It's a brilliant plan. I couldn't be guilty. I'm asleep.
So
I love the idea.
So the thing is, our lounge used to sort of, you could see in from the door, right? So this family who saw me do it, saw me asleep on the settee, and my mum said, go and get the door. And I sort of went, what? As if I'd been asleep. Yeah. I went to the door, like, rubbing my eyes, and the fella said, what did you run off for? I saw you. I was like, oh, no. And I didn't see my dad. I went out. It was when he was working sort of evenings. So I went out so I didn't have to see my dad. And then the next day I came home from school, and my dad said, 45 quid. Ooh. That's all he said when he looked at me.
And then you fell asleep when he went, wake up. You know what I said? No, 45 quid.
Now the thing
Karl,
he didn't have to do anything.
£45, Karl. Now I know you were saving up for a brick, but you can't have it. Yeah.
Just
equally, if you're doing a bigger crime, you know, a bank job or a murder.
Remember to take the stocking off your head, because they wake you up and go, why have you got a stocking on your head? Just go, oh, I had a weird dream.
Right.
What are they again?
Is the tip included?
Yeah, go on that one.
Right. In Turkey.
Nice.
It's not, actually. Mm-hmm. That's where I went, and there was little fellas after Suzanne in the kitchen.
What? What do you mean?
We went to Turkey.
You went to Turkey and there were some little fellas?
Well, they had quite a few sort of midgets working in the kitchen.
Why? Is it a theme?
No,
was it a theme holiday?
I don't know. Might get them cheaper or something.
Was it...
So they were working cheaper. They were working in the kitchen, and one of them fancied Suzanne and kept sort of eyeing her up, and she was winding me up, saying, "Oh,
not eyeing up and down, just eyeing her up."
Anyway, no. So
what was she doing in the kitchen?
No, it's like a pick what you want to eat type buffet, but you have people clearing the tables and that ready for you to come along.
Are they low tables?
And you know, he was just keeping an eye on her.
What did he say though? Was he a
It
little?
was Turkish, so I don't know what he was saying.
But he was a
Little fella, yeah.
Did he?
What do you mean a little fella? What do you mean little fella?
Sort of dwarf-like.
What do you mean dwarf like? He had magic powers, or he was 4 foot?
No,
What do you mean,
A
Carl?
little bloke, just like a normal bloke, but small. If you stood him in the desert, you wouldn't know.
But he'd be hot and
nothing around
says, right, Carl.
You should watch out for the monkeys.
Yeah, underground.
There's underground monkeys are
Look, you can't just say there was a little midget fella who was eyeing up my girlfriend and then leave it. What do you mean? What was happening? This is a story to us. This is much more interesting to us than, and she was deaf, right, and she hit her head. That's much more
I don't
interesting.
understand how it manifested itself. Did he come over and say something?
No, do you know when it's like girls know, don't they? When someone fancies them.
What do you mean there was lots of them as well?
Do
then?
they? That's worth knowing.
Listen, right, come on, right. So you went into this holiday, yeah?
Yeah, wasn't
And you
that
went into the dining room or something?
Yeah, downstairs.
And
in
you
the
looked
dining
over
You
room.
thought, this is all, there's no one serving.
Yeah, and they go,
Wait a minute.
hold on, you looked down and there was a little waiter.
There was loads of them running around busy.
Why, though? Why did
Because
they
it
get
was summer.
What do you mean?
Because it was
There was loads of them.
summer.
They had more of them
They
on.
come out in summer. They come out in summer.
What do you mean they had more? What do you mean?
Because it's busy, isn't it?
no, but they hibernate in the
Why
winter.
were they all midgets?
I don't know, maybe it doesn't heat stunt your growth or something.
No!
Well, they just happened to, maybe it was a thing that they did for tourists or something, I don't know. I just got on with my meal. It was a holiday, do you know what I mean?
God.
Right,
So it's a midget serving. I'm not going to ask any questions.
Right, okay, yeah.
So they're all little fellas running around, and this one always was like, oh, do you want a new serviette? You know what I mean? Going out of his way to sort of...
for turning on the charm.
Yeah, he was going out of his way. The others weren't.
Right. I think what was happening is he'd been working with Santa all the winter.
Yeah.
This is sort of little summer break.
This one
He
was
hadn't
your
seen a girl.
waiter, and so he was being polite to you.
Maybe.
But what did Suzanne say then?
Well, she was using it to wind me up.
What was she saying? Oh, he's
Just like, look.
he may be small, but he's
Well,
built like a...
Yeah, he's all man.
so...
Were you jealous of a midget then? You were jealous of him?
It is a bit annoying, isn't it?
Why?
It wouldn't bother me as much now, because I've been with her for ages.
Right.
But at the time, that might have been one of our first holidays, and it's like,
You don't want to be
what's going
thrown
on? I
away
paid
by
for
it.
this holiday.
And then you get off with a midget.
Yeah.
Oh.
So anyway,
But it doesn't matter because you got chatted up by a bearded lady. So.
yeah.
tell you what, no, that's got nothing to do with that.
What were you going to say? What were you going to say?
I was going to say the hotel was half board, and maybe.
Oh, right. I thought you were going to say it's just one of her shortcomings.
So listen, right?
Play a record.
He said these, oh God, it's like a child or a cat when it's confused. He went, Steve reckons in ancient Greece, right, it was better to shag a bloke than a woman. And I went, well, yeah. I mean, that's about the male being sort of a first-class citizen.
Yeah.
Much better, wasn't it? An aspiration
the
to
point
sleep with a
was, Carl,
beautiful man than a beautiful woman.
Women were lower class citizens,
Yeah.
so therefore men were seen as higher class. So to have sexual relations with a man there was no shame in that.
No.
In fact, it was looked upon.
And I
as a
said,
good
well, it's, ancient Rome. I said, Nero, he sit in his big jacuzzi and he used to get, pretty boy men to just go into the water and just nibble at his testicles while he was having a watch.
Do that.
He did.
No.
Yeah.
And he's not a gay fella.
No, well, no. I mean, I don't know about Nero, but I mean, it wasn't a case of a big delineation between what was heterosexual and what was gay. It was just, whatever you...
So what did this fella do then? This one who's having his...
Well, he
his
was
little
he was
testicles?
pretty much top boy, Nero, for a while.
He was in charge.
And, and you did what you're told. If Caesar or...
But why were people going round there? Why didn't they go, oh...
No, they weren't dropping in. It wasn't like the door was opening. I was just going to see what Nero's doing. You'd have probably been like a delivery boy or a stable boy or something, and you'd have popped round there and you'd have gone, there, right, Nero, there's the tablets of stone you wanted. And they go, Pilkington, why you are here? Pop under... I don't know why he's French.
What is that?
I don't know why he's French. Just pop under the water and nibble at my testicles and you'd have done it.
Because he was Nero.
I wouldn't.
You would have.
There's no way I would have done.
Well, you would
What
have.
have I done? I've dropped a pizza off.
Yeah, you
why
put
am I
round to
there?
Nero's place with the pizza.
Dropped a pizza.
Right, I'd say I've done my job. Right?
Yeah.
That's not the sort of tip I wanted.
No, he just said, get the little baldy chap to nibble on my testicles, and you'd remember what?
I wouldn't have done it.
No,
Well, you wouldn't have put me head on the wall
you'd have
near
done
it.
it, right.
No, I wouldn't have done it.
Can I just say this, Steve? Not only would you be nibbling his testicles, you'd have been going mad. You'd have been noshing him just for extra. You'd have been doing everything he wanted. You'd have been going, he'd have gone, I didn't ask you to do that. You'd have been going mental. They'd have been chewing, slurping, smacking, poking. You'd have chopped. You'd have gnawed his packet off. You think you're eating Walker's crisps? There'd be bubbles. There'd be flood. Oh, it'd be horrible.
All right, this is Karl, the producer of Ricky Gervais and Stephen Merchant on XFM 104.9. We're playing out some of the best bits. Hope you're enjoying it. Here's another one. Last week when I did Do We Need 'Em, do you know when I called up one of the museums, in a science museum?
Yeah, are you talking to me?
Yeah, I'm just saying, I wanted to tell you before when the song was on, but you're so busy listening to it.
Yeah. Was I so busy listening to a song I was playing?
Yeah, but we're doing a radio show, aren't
All right,
we?
what's your point?
Well, I just wanted to say she emailed in to say I got her name wrong, so I'm just apologising for that.
What did you call her?
I think I called her Jessica.
What was her name?
I don't know, I've got it on email somewhere.
This is not an apology.
No, I am.
You've got
saying,
it wrong
You've
again!
not even said her real name. How is that an apology?
Well, I remember I read the email, so I
But who are you apologising to?
I think her name's Jackie, I think.
Oh, you've got it wrong again, haven't you?
Well, anyway, and she just said if you want to see dinosaurs and that, go to the museum.
You were complaining about that as well, weren't you? You went to a museum and there was too many dinosaurs. He said you just need 4.
No, well, Steve, have you been to the one in Knightsbridge?
I think
this
so.
one that I called up, right? It's nice. You go in, you get a good collection of stuff. You walk in, there's 3 or 4 dinosaurs. You've had enough, right? I went into New York, right? I went to the museum there, hundreds of them. You can't move for dinosaurs.
Yeah.
It's almost like they're responsible for them being extinct. There's loads of them. So all I'm saying is, if you want to see a dinosaur, go to the one near Knightsbridge. They've got a nice selection, some old vases and stuff. It's worth going. So.
Some people emailed in the songs with stories in it. One of them was Babushka, and he went, what's that? And I went, that's Katie Bush. I went, what is it? I said, it's about a woman who dresses up as another woman and seduces her husband. He went, they wouldn't work. Just dismissed it like that. Why do you think it would work?
Because you'd know. I mean, say like, right, Suzanne, right, who I go out with, right? She can see me from, say, if I'm coming down the high street.
Yeah.
She knows it's me by the way I walk.
Right.
So just the fact that this woman went and put a wig on, there is no...
You haven't even heard the song!
I know, but you're saying that she put a disguise on and he's like, oh, I fancy her, and he takes her out, and he doesn't know it's his missus.
You're not buying it.
I mean, I'm controlling this.
Whereas the flea with your brain going to Glasgow, perfect sense. Yeah, Babushka, rubbish.
Carl, can we have the tomato story after the next tune?
Yeah.
Bit of Coldplay.
Yeah, love it.
Yeah.
I was watching. Did you watch The Mammals in the week?
No, I missed
David
it.
Attenborough.
No.
I was thinking actually, right, all this MTV stuff. If there's one reason why I'd like to do it, is I was watching Attenborough, the Mammals programme. I reckon I could do something like that.
Right.
And just have like me instead of Attenborough, like a young sort of fresh person.
Yeah.
Watching like certain animals and saying, "Do we need these?" Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
Oh, God! What's it called? Death on Earth.
Well,
That's amazing! Do we need these?
And,
No, 'cause there's loads of
and the
stuff.
audience at home would vote. Would there be some kind of
Yeah,
telephone
like a
vote?
vote out system.
Oh,
the
that-
thing is like, it's something interesting that Attenborough was saying the other night on
Do we need these?
on Jonathan Ross's show, on his telly show, right? He was saying, he said you could take all the humans off the earth and it would carry on, but take like some animals off it, mammals and that, you got problems on your hands. I thought that was quite interesting.
Yeah.
So it's like the question is, do we need these? Is that part of the big thing?
Right.
Like jellyfish.
Yeah.
We've talked about jellyfish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So which mammals in particular were you watching that you thought?
haven't you?
Hey?
Which mammals were you thinking we don't need when you watched the show the other night? Any in particular that you thought they don't need them? They're not of interest.
Well, I like whales, but I don't know what they do. And they're taking up quite a lot of room.
Sure.
But stuff like,
Yeah.
but like, jellyfish I looked into because
Yeah,
you know,
well,
I was
there you
talking
go.
about them, and they were saying they've got no eyes, no heart. There's something like 97% water.
Yeah.
They're blind, and they do about 33 miles a day.
Right.
So it's like, do we need them? Could we clear them out?
Yeah.
Well, the big net.
That would be the programme. What? Right, we'll get rid of them. Next week we'll be looking at
Rhinos.
I think it's genius. Honestly, I think it's genius. And like going along, sort of like picking up sea anemones and going and just lobbing them into the sea.
Well, what do you think about MTV doing that? And then I just, in between the bits,
Play music videos?
I play music related
relates
to
to it.
fish, so I could play like Fish,
Yeah.
that rock guy, or the animals,
Rock Lobster.
yeah, or what else could
This
I get
could
in
run
there?
and run.
What other songs have got animals in them? The
Well,
Monkeys, could play the Monkeys.
Yeah, there's about 1 million, so let's not start this.
No, but do you know what I mean?
So do we need this?
So MTV flies you around the world
And
to the
you-
most incredible exotic locations. You sort of climb up a tree or whatever next to, I don't know what lives up a tree, some kind of rare parrot. You say, look
Sloth.
at that, it's colourful,
Sloth.
it's interesting.
Oh, you like sloths, don't you?
No, they just live up trees, but I'd say, do we need them?
Why?
Well, what do they do?
What do you mean? What do they do? What do you want from an animal? Carpentry. What
Well,
do you
like,
want?
I don't like scorpions, right?
Right.
But then I found out they look after those monkey things.
They're not monkeys, they're
Whatever.
lizards.
Well, all right, yeah, then lizards. They look after the lizards. So there's a reason.
But do you need the lizard? Could be your
Well,
next
yeah,
question.
because the local people made shoes out of them.
But not when the scorpion protected them, they didn't.
All right, we don't need them then.
So ultimately, would anyone decide? I mean, do the animals kind of get a chance to mount a case for their survival? I mean, is there maybe someone that comes into their corner and sort of defends them?
I'd have like a David Attenborough type character who says,
Right.
well, they do this, and I'll go, yeah, but do we need that doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So what does an animal need to do in order for you to feel that it sort of gets a chance of life? I mean, like a pet, like an animal, like a dog maybe, or a cat. I mean, they give a certain affection to its owner. Is that a valid reason to survive? Not particularly for you.
Not really.
No, okay.
I mean, saying that, though, blind people use dogs, so they are useful.
So dogs are useful.
Farmers
Same
use
birds, they often
dogs.
save people, don't they, in
Yeah.
snowy weather?
Cats. I'd have to think about it.
Okay.
Keep the mice down.
Yeah, but you got rent-a-kill. So
Okay.
what I'm saying is something that will affect the world.
Right. I think you'll find everything does.
Except Karl. I'm not sure what effect he's having on the world.
I'll tell you what, though, Steve. Right? Did you watch the mammals?
I didn't see the mammals.
They had bison on it.
Right.
The weirdest looking things you've ever seen.
Yeah.
They've really
Again,
got
you're on dangerous ground here,
no,
Carl.
but they've really got it's like, decide what you want to look like. It's just a mismatch of stuff. It's got a really big airy head,
Yeah.
And like you.
sort of bald at the back,
Right.
sort of
It sounds like
thinner.
someone you went to school with.
Was there two of them? Oh, brilliant.
That's nearly it, Carl. Right, what's your last room 101?
Oh God, it was holidays.
Holidays.
You want to put holidays in room 101?
People who were sort of annoying on holiday.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know when you go away?
Oh, yeah.
It's sort of touched on this before.
Is this going to be the Scouse guy?
Yeah.
Go on.
Oh, it's so long though. I mean, it was a holiday when we went to Tunisia.
And the scouser pissed you off. Surprise, surprise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the annoying thing was, you know, when you go on it was a cheap holiday, and like the lesson here is, you know, if you want a good holiday, you got to like spend some money.
Yeah.
And we didn't on this one. We spent about, I don't know, 400 quid for two of us for like a month or something ridiculous. And we got there, and, you know, you get to the hotel and you go, we have made a mistake. You know, it's a ropey hotel. You know, you can tell like the blinds and stuff as you walk in, they're all dirty and stuff. And you think, well, let's make the most of it. You know, let's not get down about it. It's a holiday. It's short a rest. And you try and make the most of it. And we had to meet. You know, like you have one of those things where you get to your destination and the rep says, right, you know, go and unpack your bags and that. Go and sort yourself out in the room. And tomorrow morning we'll meet up at 10 o'clock. And I'll go through, you know, the best sort of place to go for camel rides and, you know, the best deals I can get you. That sort of thing.
Can anyone here walk like an Egyptian?
So she says, right, tomorrow morning, meet 10 o'clock in the discotheque. So we get up and we have breakfast, and it wasn't a good breakfast. The kitchen was, like, bit horrible. The food wasn't good, and it was run by sort of midgets.
What do you mean it was run? Not there's anything wrong with that.
There was little fellas running around, and the annoying thing was one of them sort of started to fancy my girlfriend.
How did he manifest his affection for
No, you're not saying there's anything wrong with midgets, though, are you? Just saying it was
not
strange
at
that there
all.
was...
Yeah, but even midgets shouldn't be cutting in on Karl Pilkington's
No,
territory.
I know.
But it's also that thing of, they've got little fingers, and it sort of
God,
ruined...
I'm so sorry.
No, I'm not. It is a bit of a phobia of mine.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? They are nice people and that.
Sure. Oh, God.
But the annoying thing is...
So what was he doing then? How did he... I don't understand how he was chatting up your girlfriend. Was he crawling under the table so you couldn't see?
He just kept...
Whispering to her from underneath there.
Stop it.
Just sort of,
Wait, I don't want to get a complaint on our last show.
There's not many midgets
What's
listening.
going to happen? Can we just finish this and start up again in a couple of months?
Oh, yeah. So if you want to know more about the midget theme restaurant, then we'll talk you in 3 months.
Yeah.
It's just... It's just...
No, that's fair enough, actually.
Oh,
You're
yeah,
absolutely
no,
right,
sorry
Karl.
about
That's your
this.
producer's head
Listen,
on.
we'll see you in about a really... it's been a pleasure, truly, and thank you for everyone that wrote
I've got you a couple
letters.
of presents.
Have you really?
Yeah.
I've got you both a present, right?
Oh.
I got Ricky, do you know, like we've done fables and
Yeah.
stuff? Right?
Yeah.
This is like Mr. Ben. This
Oh.
is brilliant.
Yeah.
Right? And it's like little fables that Mr. Ben goes on.
Oh, fantastic.
So I want you to learn something from that for when you come back.
Okay, brilliant. That's lovely,
I'll tell you one
Karl.
of the stories I read this morning. It's brilliant. In fact, when you've done with it,
Yeah.
give it me.
Yeah.
Because I haven't finished reading that.
Okay, thank you, Karl.
And for Steve, a little shut up lines.
A little book of chat-up lines.
That's fantastic.
That's great, Karl.
Well, we'll see you in 3 months. But carry on emailing Karl. Cherish Karl Pilkington. He sits in a little room by himself, so keep him in touch. And we'll see you in August. We're going to leave you with something that we all love. This is There Is a Light That Never Goes Out by the Smiths. Very apt, I think. Goodbye.
See you later.
You've been voting in all week, sending your emails. So here's the clips that you wanted.
Right. Badly Drawn Boy, Born Again. Right, just get this Educating Ricky out of the way. So, Turkey, yeah. So what is this again?
This is Educating Ricky, is the tip included.
Right.
Apparently a fellow was on holiday in Turkey. He's just having a normal holiday. Weather's good. You know, he's having a good time.
Weight is all normal height.
Yeah. He's having his meal. He hears a load of screaming going on in the kitchen.
No.
Has his girlfriend wandered in there?
And they do,
With a step ladder.
the circumcised people in the kitchen, and apparently...
What are you talking about?
Whoa. Slow down. We were
Sorry,
sidetracked there for a minute.
what are you talking about? I'm excited about 2 things at once here. One, they circumcised people in the kitchen. 2, I guessed it was someone losing the end of their knob.
He did, yeah.
I started thinking like Karl Pilkington.
Extraordinary.
That is amazing.
Apparently it was going on. It wasn't just a one-off either. Well, when I say a one-off, I mean they did it more than once.
Yeah.
Right. And there was it was there for a week, and apparently the first night it was quiet, and then the rest of the week, every day it'd be like having his breakfast, or even his lunch, or even his tea.
Yeah.
He'd be doing it all day.
Oh.
You'd be hearing
Lunch and
screams.
breakfast, fair enough, really.
Yeah,
Circumcision at tea time.
Don't do that.
And apparently it's a tradition over there. You can't even make a complaint about it. It's like, well, you should have found out before you come over
See,
it.
I can't believe this is
So
true.
I'm a little
I
bit
can't
lost.
believe this is
He was in a
true.
restaurant, in a hotel, and there were people having circumcisions in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Is that right?
I'm even worried that we're bordering on the racist here, suggesting that is tradition, that Turkish people cut the end of their cocks off in the kitchen
Yeah.
at meal times. I think you're wrong, Karl.
This sounds ludicrous, Karl.
No, I don't think it happens everywhere.
Right.
I think this
Just in
Oh,
particular
this this
restaurant.
hotel.
certain places,
Certain hotels.
certain hotels.
What, is it like 2-star?
Yeah.
that,
Why did he go to the Foreskin Inn? It was his own fault, wasn't it?
so that
Sorry, that's it, is it?
Have they closed?
Sorry, no, wait. That's the story. You educated me, right? Once a fella saw some Turkish people cutting the tip of their knob off in the kitchen. Thanks very much. Thanks very much, Karl. Got any more?
Well, there's things you can learn from it. Either don't go to Turkey,
No.
don't have calamari when you're over there.
Karl, you've done it again.
Well.
So we get onto conversations. He's asking me stuff about evolution. Tell me that. Why did the giraffe? What's that rubbish about the giraffe getting a long neck? I said, well, it didn't try and get a long neck. It was selected because, anyway, I went into evolution for him, and he said, but why would evolution do that? I went, well, you think that evolution didn't do anything. There's not this consciousness, there's not this will that a giraffe has to stretch its neck to reach the leaves. It won't have a long enough neck to survive and pass it. He was going, yeah, but why did evolution... this isn't. But by the way, this isn't the most stupid thing. This is warming up. This is about 8:45.
Sure.
Right? He said, why didn't evolution make a giraffe good at carpentry so it could build a ladder?
Right. Yeah. Okay. All right.
Okay. So he's thinking around it. He's trying to pick holes in evolution.
Yeah.
We get on to, I said, well, things are, I said, we can see the speed of evolution in lower life forms like bacteria, viruses, they evolved. That's why soon we won't have an antibiotic that can kill some certain bacterial strains. And he said, and this is about 11:30, then I said, I'm going to bed, right? He said, in the future, they reckon that you'll be able to wake up and eat a yogurt you can have a chat with.
I don't know what that means.
Let's put a song on, right? And we'll come back to it.
So you're going to explain that?
Yeah.
You've got an explanation?
The Verve and Sonnet on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais, with me Steve Merchant and Karl Pilkington.
So let's just get this right. What did Karl say? He's just specifically giving those words again.
He said, they reckon, and I said, I'm going to bed. He went, no, really? I said, no, I'm going to bed, Karl. There's no point now, because, it's just like you're talking gobbledygook. You know what I mean? I might as well talk to a pot plant.
Yeah.
He said, in the future, they reckon, I don't know who they are.
Sure.
I don't know, people who post things on the internet that he reads. I think
the Telegraph.
Anyway, complete the sentence.
They reckon that in the future you'll be able to wake up. I love it. There's always a little scenario, an embellishment, like this little. Oh, hello, darling. It's your yogurt. Hello. You'll be able to wake up and eat a yogurt you can have a chat with.
All right. Well, thanks for that, Rick. I'm looking at you. I'm going to throw that over to Karl now.
Right. It's when I was away on holiday, right? I don't normally buy the Telegraph because it's too big and that, innit? So, but they were giving it away for free on the plane, so I thought,
ding dong,
might as well have it.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw a couple of things in it. I thought that would be interesting. I saw this thing about the future, and it was talking about evolution and what have you, right, which I always find weird, because I always think that maybe we've sort of done it wrong anyway. Do you know what I mean? I sometimes think by definition, evolution can't get things wrong. Things change, that it's not successful, it can't pass on its genetic material, but if you're around, it's working. If you're around, it's working. Slugs are as evolved as they need to be. Slugs are as evolved as you and me.
That's true enough.
Yeah, no disrespect, but it works. It works.
Sorry,
they're around.
Anyway, what's your point, Karl?
No, I mean, I think we probably would have been better off staying as a fish. Just because there's more water than land, isn't there?
Right.
And you wouldn't drown.
This is why I went to bed.
No, I can imagine. I'm thinking of dozing off now.
Yeah.
No, but do you know what I mean? From, what was it? It was bacteria, it was fish, mermaid, man, onwards and what have you. So anyway.
Oh God!
No,
there are a few knowledge gaps in your theory of evolution.
All right,
you generally got it right though. So
but I mean, basically, it went bacteria, fish, mermaid, man. What's next is the big question.
So it was telling you all about this and what have you, and saying how we shouldn't have interfered, because maybe if we wouldn't have invented planes and what have you, maybe we'd be able to fly and what have you if we really needed to and stuff like that.
Okay.
So we've interfered with evolution, you see.
Right.
Well, then it was saying, well, what's the future got?
Well, yes, in one way we have interfered with evolution. Yeah, the evolution of the human being in society is changing. It's no longer based on the strongest or the fittest, because medical science can keep us alive long enough. People can pass on their genetic material where without this civilization they wouldn't have been able to. So yeah, there are different parameters, there are different pressures, there are different things that say whether we're going to pass on our genetic material or not. Okay, so in that sense you're right.
And that, Rick, as far as I'm aware, has led to a yogurt that you can eat and have a conversation with. So
this is what it was saying. It was just saying, we're living in mad times and that. There's a lot of weird stuff going on.
One of which is...
And the fellow was just saying, with computers and stuff like that, the way it is, we'll be able to wake up.
Go on.
have a chat with your yogurt and have something to eat.
What do you mean, have a chat with your yogurt?
Because of the amount of, I mean, you have them yogurts already, those friendly yogurts. Those bacteria-friendly ones, so this is just a really friendly one.
Yeah, they don't... Oh, God! I might burst! Do you know what, sometimes, Carl, I think that we're having a chat with a yogurt. Do you know, there can't be any difference.
Yeah, but then I'm always reminded that would be more entertaining. That would be more informative. Is this something that happened to a friend of yours, or is this...
No, I read about it.
You read about it, okay.
There's this little lad, right?
Okay.
First of all, it's years ago, right? When they didn't have decent doctors in like every town and that.
Yeah.
And this little kid is dead ill, right?
Yeah.
And the local doctor.
Well, there's a phone call involved, so I don't really get the impression that it's like medieval
times.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I didn't say that. I just said it's years ago. So this kid's ill, right? Yeah. And he's lying in the bed and. He's all going funny colour and that.
Yeah.
And his mum says, I'm going to get the local doctor around. The local doctor comes round and he says, so I don't know what's up with him. He said, leave it with me.
Leave it with me?
He said,
the doctor said that?
I'll have he said, I'll phone up a top doctor.
Okay.
Who was in America or something like that. And so he goes to the phone in his office and he calls America, and because it's years ago the phone line isn't that good, it's all crackly and that, right?
Yeah.
So he's talking to the doctor and he's saying, I've got this kid, he's a funny colour and he's really weak and that. I don't know what's
he's not giving him much to go on.
Right?
Sure.
So the American doctor, right?
Yeah.
He goes, yeah, what you want to do? And it's all breaking up, right?
Yeah.
He goes, what you got to do? You got to it's all breaking up. You've got to give him some parrot's blood, right?
Some parrot's blood?
Well, that's what he thought he said, but the line was really bad.
Yeah.
He meant parent's blood, but he heard that he said parrot's blood. He said, right, I'll do that. Leave it with me.
I can see where this is going.
He goes to a pet shop.
Yeah.
He says, give us like half a dozen parrots.
Sure.
Takes them round to the kid's house. Takes the blood from the parrots, puts it into the kid. Kid's fine.
The kid's fine.
I've never
it worked.
Such a load of shite in my life. I've never heard such twaddle, such just made up, enhanced, exaggerated bollocks in my
life. A load of old rubbish, Carl.
I mean, when he told me this, he said, the doctor said, what do I do? And the doctor on the other end said, give him some blood. And the doctor went, where do I get blood from?
So hang on, wait, I just need to
where do I get blood from? Give him some parents' blood. Give him some parents' blood. Give him some parents' blood. Yeah.
But hang on, I just need to know where you read this.
Carl.
Where was this? Where did
I
you read
stitched
this?
you up. You know what he said? He said, so do you believe it? I went, tell it to Steve. He went, do you believe it? I went, tell it to Steve. Carl.
But where did you read it? That was on the internet.
Where is it on the internet?
All right, XFM 104.9, Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant, Karl Pilkington, not here. It's the best of. You've been voting in all week, sending your emails. So here's the clips that you wanted.
And just remembered recently, actually, I was on a train coming back from hometown Bristol, and I was on the train, and this girl walks on, good-looking girl. I thought, hey, up, a largely empty carriage. I'm thinking, my luck's in, because I take every opportunity, Carl. That's the thing about me, I don't choose. She was a good-looking girl. She sat down. I thought she sat down right near me. I thought, brilliant. As this guy comes up behind her, and says, I think it's probably a boyfriend or something. Sits down next to her. And I listened in on the conversation, obviously, because I'm pretending to read. It was very clever. I read the same page for hours, so I was pretending to listen. I was listening, but pretending to read. And I realised that it's not her boyfriend or anything. It's just some guy she's met on the platform. And I'm thinking, brilliant. If she's the kind of girl who's just going to start talking to someone, on a platform, on a train, brilliant, I'm going to be in here. Because he was only going one stop. So I'm thinking, what's the worst that can happen? He'll nick off, I'll get chatting to her, and who knows, I could join the... is there a train equivalent?
Foot High Club.
The Foot High Club, brilliant. And so I'm excited, I'm listening in. And it turns out that they're both kind of graduates who just finished university, or they're coming to their finals or something. And they're chatting away, and he's making a couple of witticisms, and she's kind of tittering at his jokes. I'm thinking, well, I'll tell you this, if she's laughing at this kind of material, I am going to blow her away, with my kind of anecdotes and wry observations,
Yeah.
It was weak stuff, I got to be honest.
Really?
He was coming out with nothing. He was running on empty, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
And she was loving it. So I'm thinking, brilliant, I'm going to be right exciting here. And then they get moving on to higher brow things, and I think she was going to study kind of Marxism or something like that, or communism, something. And she was asking him, as by way of conversation, she was asking him what he knew about Marxism, And he was fumbling for his vague knowledge of it that he had in his life. And I'm just sat there thinking, come on, love, in any given capitalist environment, the proletariat will revolt against their oppression by the bourgeoisie, and after a brief period of socialist rule, emerges as a classist society governed by community cooperation.
Well, if that sort of talk wouldn't get a woman hot, I don't know what you'd use then.
If Marx and Engels is not going to get a woman sweaty down below, then nothing is. Then my name is
You're
not
just
Steve
biding your time.
Exactly.
Yeah?
I'm just going to go in for the kill any minute.
Yeah.
So anyway, it comes to his stop. Right, he gets up. I'm thinking this is a piece of cake, and he gets off, and off he goes. He walks off, and I'm thinking brilliant. And I thought, I'll wait till the train's pulled away. I'm not going to leap in straight away. No. And he comes back along the carriage, and I'm thinking, hang on a minute. He goes, listen, do you mind if I give you my email address? Oh. Right, and if you want to get in touch, email me. I'm thinking, come on, you loser, get off now. Save your face, please, before it's too much. And she accepts the email address because she obviously doesn't want to hurt his feelings, whatever. I'm thinking, fair enough. She's a good woman. I'm liking her. I'm loving her. I'm thinking that's my kind of girl. So anyway, he gets off. I'm sat there, the train pulls away. I'm thinking, I'll wait a few minutes, I'll just, give it some time. Her phone rings. It's her friend on the phone. And she starts saying it, and I was listening in, and she was going, just met a guy on the train. I'm thinking, that's true enough. She goes, he was a good-looking guy. I thought, you're having a laugh, love. To be honest. Because I was looking at him, and she said to her friend, he looks a bit like tennis player Boris Becker. I thought, you should be so lucky, frankly, because I saw him. He had awful facial hair, if that's what makes him look like Boris Becker. Terrible little goatee beard. It was laughable. I thought, I don't know. And then she goes to think, and she's like, I met him, we got chatting and stuff, and she was going, it's not often that you meet someone, generally in life, who's, kind of thoughtful and intelligent and funny. I thought to myself, I'm not even going to waste my time with you, love. Frankly, if that's what you thought of him.
You just walked away.
And I'll be honest with you, I didn't even bother talking to her.
No, I didn't even waste
my time with her.
If she thinks that bloke is not only great looking, but funny and intelligent, and she got on well, and he was polite, and it was a chance meeting, and he thought, and she thought that you were like a freaky looking dog who didn't even have the nerve to speak.
If that's what she thinks, then I don't want to know her.
I couldn't. You walked away, and good luck to you.
And I have my dignity intact.
Yes, and she's nothing.
And Karl Pilkington with his brand new show, What's the Song?
What song am I thinking?
No, I mean...
You're nervous about this, aren't you, Rick?
I am.
You're worried.
Well, because I've heard some of these clues before. And they're ramblings... Sometimes they're close to ramblings of a fool. Right? And it really is like those, what am I thinking?
Yeah. I don't know, though. I actually was genuinely impressed by Born Sleepy. I have to give him the benefit
of the doubt. That's one of the better ones.
Because
that was short, sweet, and it worked.
Some of these, you say they're not going to be quite as pissy.
Some of them are like Emily Bronte novels. Now, listen. We're just going to go for it then. You do it, and we just get people to call up because I want to see the general public's confusion of trying to work out.
Why don't you give us your next clue, and then we'll play a track, and then we'll hopefully have people on the line after the track to try and answer it, and you can recap briefly. So give us your clue now for what song am I thinking of?
Right, this one. It's about a woman. And she's just normal, nothing wrong with her, or so she thinks, right?
But there's the twist. Is this like the Tales of the Unexpected?
And she's got she's got her mates and she's having a normal life, having a good time and that. And then this thing happens, right? And she starts to stink. And she can't have a bath, right? And she really wants to have a bath. She's dead sweaty and stuff. She's going about her daily stuff. She can do everything else normal. She can eat, she can talk, everything. But for some reason, she can't have a bath.
Is there a coal mining husband in the bath?
Yeah. Is this Born Stinky?
She can't have a bath.
So a woman can't have a bath?
Yeah.
Or
a shower. She can't.
Okay, leave it there, Rick. Don't try and guess. It's not for us to guess.
The general public can phone up and ask questions, so I just go for it.
I'm not sure they can they?
I think so. We don't want people just phoning up and getting it.
What about this? Why don't they can ask one question?
Yeah.
They can ask one question of Karl, then they have to make a guess.
Okay.
08700 800 1234.
Have we got someone on the line now?
We'll just
let's do it. Let's go for one. Let's go for one. This is edgy radio.
This is
letting Karl
stuff.
Live. Go on.
Hello, XFM.
Hello, I'm ringing about what's the song?
Absolutely. What do you think?
Well, I'm going for Dirty Diana.
Dirty Diana.
See, that works.
That's a great guess.
It does. Yeah, but it doesn't work because why can't she have a bath?
Okay, so the answer is in there.
I was going to ask you.
Well, that's your one question.
That'd be the answer.
That would be the answer, I'm afraid. What was your name?
Shelley.
Shelley, thanks very much.
Shelley, I should tell you that, that you should never take this personally, because no one can really get into the mind of Karl. So don't beat yourself up about this. I don't expect anyone to get these clues.
No.
So well done. That is a fine guess. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Anyone else there?
That's hello XFM.
Who's that on the line?
It's Chris.
Hello, Chris. A question for Karl? Before you give us your guess?
I haven't thought of a really good question or anything yet.
You just want to go for the guess?
No, what I thought was, I'm sure Simon Mayo used to do this when he did the breakfast show on Radio 1 years ago.
No, he didn't.
So you've just pinched this idea, Karl?
If you're going to rip someone off, Karl, do not rip off Simon Mayo.
I haven't ripped this off. I thought this was a new idea. I was going to do it with sound effects instead, but that's...
He used to do that, and he used to get his team to play other characters.
You idiot.
Well, no, hang on.
Not you, Chris. I'm saying you idiot to Karl.
Yeah, but nothing's new anyway, is it? So I'm not getting annoyed about it.
True.
What do you think the answer is?
Is it Cornflake Girl by Tori Amos?
Good answer. She couldn't have a bath because she'd go all
Go
floppy
and then go down the plug hole.
Good answer.
She's all soggy. Yeah.
So
is it Cornflake Girl?
No, it's not, but that's
a great answer.
It could have been.
All right. Okay.
You're already seeing the error of this, aren't you?
I think this is great radio. I'm really hooked on this. I'm genuinely excited.
This is really like that. Those so-called lateral thinkers. A man got into a field and dies. Why?
Yeah.
He ran out of air. No, not the one I'm thinking
he was
of.
shot.
Well,
no,
that was a good answer.
Well,
but
couldn't Simon Mayo sue you or something for doing it?
Will you stop? Don't mention that.
Yeah.
Listen, I think if you're going to steal ideas from someone, it should be a brain box like Mayo. I mean, he's the man.
The only example of one I can ever remember here on his show, because I was quite young then, was some people were pretending to tap someone's phone or something, and then they got caught, and the answer was just bugging by whistle, because they were
genius.
That was absolute genius.
That's absolute genius.
See, Karl, that's the sort of standard you've got to come up against.
Yeah.
Thanks very much, Chris.
The phone lines are hot.
Well, hello XFM.
Hi, is it Candy Perfume Girl?
Is it what?
Candy Perfume Girl.
Candy Perfume Girl?
Yeah.
Candy Perfume Girl.
Is it? Well, who's that by?
Madonna.
No, it's...
That sounds like an obscure album track.
No, it's one of her songs.
Just think about it. She stinks and everything. She's a normal life. I didn't say she was a sweet or anything. But for some reason she can't have a bath or a shower.
Is this a big song? Just to give him a clue.
It's a bigger song than Candy Sweet Girl.
Thank you very much indeed for your guess. It clearly is right.
Thank you. Cheers. Sorry.
Okay,
one more, then we go to a record. Come on.
Okay.
Go on. Hello, XFM.
Karl.
Yeah.
Is it High and Dry by Radiohead?
High and dry.
High and dry. Now that's great. She smells, which is another word for high. She's dry because she doesn't have a shower. Karl, if it isn't that, yours will never be as good as that. He's the winner. Whatever you're thinking of, that clue is brilliant. What's your name, mate?
It's Richie.
Richard, I mean, you can't beat that.
That's a bit too lateral.
Don't be stupid. It's perfect. He's made yours into a clever clue. He's made high, she smells, dry, she never gets in the bath or shower. It's not that, is it, Karl?
No, it's
You
not.
don't even get that, do you?
Not really.
Have you ever heard of the word high being used to mean sort of smelly?
No.
No.
Oh, what?
That was where you went wrong there, mate.
Richard, I'm declaring you the winner, even though that isn't the answer.
I don't think
Thank
we
you.
should give up this early.
Can we just let's play a song and,
Let's play a song.
Give it one more chance, because if people think about it, it is really easy.
I'm not going to find out the answer now because I've got to go out.
Okay, we'll do it very quickly. Stay in for 10 minutes.
We're just going to play a new Coldplay track out.
Okay, let's play Coldplay and then we'll come back with this. Karl, it was you that worked out the maths and worked out I was 28 because they just worked out I'm 27.
You are 27.
No way.
Yeah, I asked you, didn't I? And I said...
But what I sort of questioned was, I said, well, if you're 27 today, that means last week you were 26.
Well done, yeah. That's irrelevant. So therefore you assumed that I must be 28 then?
Yeah.
Whereas I assumed you were using, your knowledge of maths, such as it is.
I wouldn't do that.
No, sure.
Wow. I actually got lost in that conversation because I genuinely didn't know what he meant would mean last week you were 26. I don't know what that meant.
I don't know what it meant.
Wow. Well, it is Steve's birthday.
But he would have been 26 last week.
Sometimes you genuinely frighten me because it's those staring eyes. There's nothing behind him. It's this little bald head. It looks like Davros looking at me. Genuine fear on his face when he enters into a conversation with another human being.
What bit don't you understand? If he's 27 today, he would have been 26 last week, and he doesn't look 26. He didn't look 26 last week. He looks older than 28 today.
You've started on his birthday. You're still having a go at him.
Karl, I don't look like the kind of hot stud that I actually am, but face facts, that's the truth, mate.
Yeah, live with it.
Get with the programme, jeez.
Well,
let's have a little bit of cake.
Okay. Oh, that's appropriate.
See what I did?
But you mean the band, don't
Yeah.
you? Not the cake. You haven't actually bought cake, have you? Got anything at all?
Landed, Mr. Ben Folds. We've landed on XFM 104.9. Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant, and little Karl Pilkington, and his magical little manky, round, baldy head. He was described as wacky mank in one of the papers this week.
Really? Brilliant.
Well, remember we were talking about it last week about he came round to my house and I popped out my Mr. Johnson
Sure.
to take a little look at.
And his two
that made
daughters.
the papers. That made the papers.
Wow. What paper? It wasn't front page of the Times. It must have been like the Daily Star or something.
Just squeeze Live 8 in
Yeah,
the second,
yeah.
on the second page. Yeah, so wacky mank.
Wacky mank. That's
Wacky
great.
mank.
Wacky mank.
We had
Karl
an email
Pilkington.
from someone that reckons they remember you from body popping round Salford Way.
Yeah, Eccles Precinct, apparently.
You know that, don't you?
485.
I wasn't doing it round there, though.
Well, what do you mean?
I was round Stretford. Arndale.
And what were you doing? What sort of body popping was it?
Just a bit of everything. Caterpillar. Bit of moonwalking.
Did you have a little piece of lino you used to carry around?
Well, mates had that.
Right, you
Just
didn't bother with
Borrowed theirs.
Were you any good? But you weren't breakdancing, were you? You weren't spinning on your head and stuff. You were more body popping.
Well, I hope he wasn't spinning on his head, because you know that can sort of give you brain damage and things.
Well, it can give you brain damage. Also, it can wear your head down. And also makes your head perfectly round.
Yeah.
Because the gravity is pulling on
But
all
if you keep on doing it, obviously it's going to wear your hair
out, yeah. So you become sort of like a... stupid, bald, and roundy headed.
Yeah.
So
You've got to be
I very
careful.
much doubt that you did do any of that. Did you, Karl?
Didn't do any of that.
Well...
So you're shooting off in a minute, aren't you?
Well, yes, because we were trying to make poverty history, Karl.
Yeah.
People are making poverty history all over the place. They're putting on a wristband, and it seems to be working, because I haven't been poor for ages.
I haven't been poor.
And Alex had a stop bullying.
Alex was wearing a stop bullying wristband, and as he himself said, he seems to have sorted that out.
You haven't been bullied
I
for
haven't been
ages.
bullied for years.
So wristbands work.
I saw one in a shop window the other day which said, stop child abuse. And I bought one, obviously, because a lot of people say, does it make a difference? But it was only £1, and I'd only spent it on kiddie porn. So, I think I've made a little difference there, in a small way.
On a serious note, though, I like the idea that stop child abuse. If you're a paedophile and you're walking along the street in your Mac, right? You got a puppy in one hand, a bag of sweets in the other, and you see this wristband, and you go, "Oh, stop it." Oh, okay then.
Yeah, I
All
hadn't
right.
thought before. That's
All
what
right
you
then.
think.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah,
Yeah.
well, I won't be doing that again.
Yeah, he was hanging around in Topshop for unsavoury reasons. You saw them in there for only £1.
Carl, we haven't got long, have we? We've got an hour and a half because we've got to shoot off. I've got to shoot off down to Live 8 and introduce Rem. So we got a lot to pack in. We got the Rockbusters, and then we give away. I just saw those. I'll finish the sentence in a minute.
I look forward to it.
I'm getting excited.
Yeah.
I'm getting excited. So we got so much to pack in. I haven't got time to finish all my. So listen, right? You know the things we're giving away: the signed little Homer. The Nigel Tufnell thing and the Flanimals, right? It looks brilliant. They've done a brilliant job, the people here at XFM. So take back all you were saying about them, Karl.
And also, we should say as well, you've still got a chance to win that, because if you get today's Rockbusters, you go straight into the hat for
Yeah.
the big draw, so you've still got a chance to win all those top prizes.
Play a record.
Bit of monkeys.
Yeah. Monkeys, Pleasant Valley Sunday. Right, do you like that, Karl?
It's alright, yeah. What's it about?
Well, if you heard, it was a sort of description of, typical suburbia, isn't it?
Here in status symbol land.
It's a sly dig.
When the monkeys get a bee in their bonnet about something, you better not.
You do not want to be on the receiving end of that.
Yeah.
We've got a good song with a story later.
Go on, what have we got?
Don't want to tell you yet.
All right.
Now, is it as pitiful as last week's, where you somehow misheard that Eric Clapton song? What was the Eric Clapton song?
Well, Wonderful Tonight, and he was convinced it was about a bloke in a wheelchair for no reason, no evidence at all, other than she's walking around with me.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, walking around with me. No.
I walk into a room and everyone's head turns
Yeah.
to look at her, which you didn't seem to
Helps
hear.
him to bed.
Is he's drunk? He's had a few.
Never mind.
Yeah, well, you're totally wrong.
Big day,
Again.
Carl, though, isn't it? Because there's lots going on, and I know Carl's it's very, very important for him that he champions Live 8.
I don't know what's going on. I don't know what... I am sick of it, to be honest.
Sick of what?
Just sick of reading about it. Sick of this Live 8 thing. Sick of it all.
Brilliant.
Fed up with it.
What annoys you
With it.
particularly?
It's not only that today, though, is it? On the way in today, right? Saw a gay fella on a
that
bike.
weird?
On a bike, rushing. What time did the gay march start? What time did they have to be?
Why are you looking at me? I don't know.
No, but he was rushing, left it late, so he'd had a late night again. So my point's right about him.
What was your point about, just to people who've just tuned in?
Well, the fact that they go out late, so, you know, they sort of have a nice night out from about 11:30. They're riding in the jeans at like 10:30.
In their jeans! Their leather trousers.
But anyway, right, so...
They're cutting the back out of their leather trousers about 10:30 at night.
I'm on the way in, right, and I see one stressed out, rushing, right, on a racer, wearing high heels.
Oh, I love you. He's 50's dad, isn't he? He's angry. He's just angry.
If you're a gay fella and you're proud to be gay, but you also want to make poverty history, you don't know what to do today, do you? You're all racing all over the place. Must be murder. It seems a bit unfortunate that they've put them on the same day.
Yeah. Well, you can get little leather studded wristbands that say "Make Poverty History."
Yeah.
So you can join in on both
You can
parts.
kill two birds with one stone.
Yeah.
But why is Live 8 stressing you out? It's for a good cause. You must have, I know we've discussed this in the past, and you don't really know what you're talking about. But
I mean, maybe that's the problem. I'm just, I don't know. I mean, I could have told them ages ago that there was no way that they were going to pay it back. I knew that was going to happen.
I love that. But they didn't consult you, did they? When they were handing out this money willy-nilly to people who were dying, you could have had a quiet word with them.
All I'm saying is...
You could have said to Harold Wilson, Harold... you're not going to get this back, mate. You are not going to get this back, mate.
When I wanted a mortgage, I had to supply 3 wage slips, is what I'm saying. I was double-checked out loads of times.
I'd like to see, have you ever seen that guy Alvin Hall, who gives financial advice to perhaps teenagers who don't know how to spend their money wisely?
All right.
Perhaps send him over there. He's the guy with the bow tie.
Oh, yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Send him over there and just sort of have a chat with him and say, make a list of what you're spending it on.
So he's basically, will you be annoyed if they drop all debt and double aid and everything?
No, because, I mean, people sometimes need help and that, don't they? You've got to help people out, but it's how many times is the thing. You know what I mean? Let them off. But do I, I've got this monthly payment at the moment, haven't I?
Yeah.
I'm paying for tools for people out there who need a drill to build a house or whatever.
Yeah.
Am I now in my right to say, well, you can't have it all? Do you want the drill or do you want the debt cancelled? This is what I'm saying. I'm just, I'm all happy to help people out.
Do you think they're taking us for a mug? Is that what you think you might be taking?
We'll see, won't we? Time will tell, won't we? You know what I mean? If next year at the same time Geldof's putting on another gig, I'll go, what's going on now?
Geldof putting on another gig and the mean fiddler. What's going on now?
I think you're missing out on the true meaning of today, Karl, which is an opportunity to see Keane for free. I think that's the problem.
I don't want to go. I don't like crowds and that, do I?
Right.
Can't be dealing with that. Don't like big crowds. People, because I was talking to people at work about it, and they were saying, it's a big occasion, it's one of them events, like, you've got to be down there, because in years to come, when they say, were you there, I don't see what's good about having a memory being stuck in a crowd of 150,000 people. I prefer to do something nice, say if I have like a nice cake and a cup of tea, right? In years to come, when they go, do you remember that day when we were all cramped and what have you? I'll go, no, I was having a nice cake and a cup of tea. So I've got a nicer memory than them. So I believe in doing something nice on a big occasion. Do you know what I mean? On a special day. Do something nice, remember that.
The thing is, you have got a nicer memory than them, because when you look back and say what you're doing 20 years ago, your memory will tell you were actually having a cup of tea and a cake, but with a chimpanzee that could talk English. That's what your memory will tell you. You're thinking, I was out with my mate. I was out with my mate Marty. He's a chimp. And it just you'll be in cuckoo land by the time you're 50. You'll be just going, it was great that day. Remember Suzanne? I don't know what I'm talking to Suzanne. She's left you. She's left you. She's had enough of you waking up.
Well, she's down in Hyde Park watching Bed-Shaped live. She's not worried about cake and a cup of tea.
Have you ever done a march or anything, though? Have you ever sort of...
What are you saying?
Have you, you're having a go at me for not getting behind it all, right? Which I am, because I've got more standing orders going out of my account for charities than anything, right? But have you ever got behind a problem?
No.
I don't think I have, to be fair, no. No, I am quite slack in that respect. It does take a lot of effort, though, doesn't it?
Well, it depends. What sort?
Well, if you're going to do one of those walks from John O'Groats to Land's End or something, that's a lot of time commitment.
There's one, I tell you what, there is one that looks alright. On Portland Place, just off Oxford Street, there's always just a little Chinese fella sat on the pavement, right?
Oh, I've seen him, yeah.
What's that all about?
Yeah.
He's just sat there with a poster, but you don't know what it's for because it's in Chinese.
Yeah.
So he's just always sat there. But that's for me, that's the sort of march I want, where you just... And he's only there when it's sunny. If it's raining, they don't bother.
I tell a lie, I did pop down when all those women walked through London in their bras.
Embrace and Gravity on XFM 104.9.
We've had a couple of texts. People obviously can text in 83XFM. That's the text number for the big quiz that's coming up shortly. Rockbusters, still your opportunity to win some of those cracking prizes. Enter your name in the draw if you can unravel the, I don't know what you call them, conundrums that Karl set.
Sort of.
We've had a couple of texts. Obviously, we're leaving early today. This is a shortened show and our last show of this run. But we've got to leave early. We've got to go down and try and make poverty history. But Rob's texted and he says, only an hour and a half today. Well, poverty does have some benefits then.
He's a fan.
He understands the show.
Who was that little fella that used to write in who hated the show?
I forget his name. I haven't heard from him for a while, actually. I don't know what happened.
No.
Maybe he realised that if he hated the show so much, the obvious thing to do was to switch off. Maybe that finally dawned
That's
on him.
annoying.
What's his name? Someone will remind us of his
I
name.
like people who hate us to carry on listening.
Yeah.
It just gives it an edge, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's the fact that, that you're annoying someone. I mean, I love annoying people.
I know you do. I know.
So
You're like a kind of walking Chinese water torch.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Have we got Ladder 49 today?
Rick, there's a number of cracking DVDs, as ever, on Rockbusters. We've got The Life Aquatic with Bill Murray. We've got Howard and Kumar Get the Munchies, hilarious stoner comedy. And Batman, the animated series. And Ladder 49, there it is. Joaquin Phoenix, John Travolta. If you've ever seen Ladder 49, then you can give us a quick text review on 83XFM. I'd be interested to know if it's
Why
actually
are
worth
we giving
watching.
away one a week for the last 6 weeks?
Yeah.
Well, we better do them then. Let's do Rockbusters for the last time. You can win those amazing prizes.
All right. As always, just a little cryptic clue, some initials of a band or an artist. Work it out, email in or text in. That's it, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Right, the first one. Richard's kid
Yeah.
cuts hair for a living. Right? Richard's kid cuts hair for a living. Right? Initials ED. Right? DD. Richard's kid cuts hair for a living. Second one. I have a problem saying the French word for well. Right? I think that's the right word anyway.
Wow.
I have a problem saying the French word for well. So what's that? That initial there is K. Right, band or artist. And then the third one, you take 8 kebabs, 2 kebabs, 57 kebabs, times it by 27 kebabs. Right? The fella is struggling to work it out. What's that? What's going on there? Right?
It's a good question.
DS is the answer there. 8 kebabs, 2 kebabs.
I've got it.
57 kebabs, times it by 27 or what have you. Fella's struggling working it out. What is it?
I've got that one.
DS. So just email in, ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk or on the text 83936. Yeah.
Yeah, and you can win Ladder 49 and those other DVDs. Plus, you go into the draw, which we'll do before we leave, and you can win the signed by Matt Groening, personally drawn Homer Simpson. We've got the Spinal Tap poster signed by Christopher Guest, and also the original artwork of us as Flanimals.
But they've all been framed. They've done a brilliant job. It really is a nice prize. I mean, almost too good to give away. A little bit annoying.
Is it too late to take that back?
Well, I was thinking we could sneak in a copy.
Yeah.
Just a very bad photocopy, so it goes grey and
Yeah.
No, they're all originals. So get texting.
All right.
XFM.
REM, Night Swimming, beautiful song, brilliant band. I've got to introduce them, and I'm actually nervous.
Yeah.
I never get nervous.
You never get nervous, do you?
I never get nervous, and I get a little adrenaline rush.
It just takes, 80% of the world's population to be watching you, and then you get a little bit jittery.
And I don't know what to wear.
No, this is interesting, actually. I don't know. No. For a moment there, I was thinking maybe Ricky's got to pop home first before he goes down to bring on the band. But if you are watching it, or if you're there, obviously not there, if you were there, you wouldn't be listening to this. But if you're watching it on TV, do check Ricky out, because how do you describe that particular look? Ricky's wearing sweatpants. I assume they're sweatpants. They're not pyjama bottoms, are they?
They're sweatpants. They're sort of.
And you've got just a white t-shirt, cheap and plain white t-shirt.
Yeah.
And basically Ricky is wearing. It's like he's made so little effort. The only way he could have made less effort was if he wasn't wearing any clothes. If he was just wearing his underpants that he slept in. But he's actually bothered to put on a t-shirt and a pair of sweatpants and some trainers.
Yeah, well.
Jonathan Ross is going to probably be wearing a suit, one of his, expensive suits or whatever. And,
but he won't be as comfortable as me.
Well, true. Did it not occur to you for a moment to maybe make slightly more of an effort? Perhaps put on a jacket?
A jacket looks silly with tracksuit bottoms.
Well, again, you could have changed the tracksuit bottoms. I mean, they're a mainstay of the outfit, are they? It's like they're not changing for anything.
Yeah. I've got very little things that I haven't got a drawstring or elasticated waistband.
No, sure.
I don't want to be bothering with buttons and zips and hooks.
There's going to come a point, isn't there, where you're just going to wear, I don't know, smocks.
A baby grow.
Baby grow.
A baby grow with a flap. That'd be great, wouldn't it?
Those little mittens.
All in, that'd be great. And then a little oven glove, so I can just get stuff out of the oven, eat it, let it drop everywhere.
Yeah.
Right, and then just get out of the baby grow, put a new one on, a clean one on.
Or those kind of red flannel things with the which cowboys wear. With the kind of buttoned up bit in the back.
The old cowboys.
Yeah.
Grandpa, he comes out with the shotgun.
Exactly.
And he's the long johns. Well, how's it going with Rockbusters? Anyone got the answers?
Actually, one guy has texted in, James in Deptford, he's offered some answers, and he says here, the guy that hated us, famously, of course, we should have remembered, Dickie Anderson.
Dickie Anderson?
Richard Anderson, of course. I don't know if Dickie's still listening. If he is, obviously email in ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk and tell us what you've been doing, how you can keep him busy and stuff.
Yeah.
Nice to hear from him.
Chris Campling hasn't called, has he, either?
Yeah,
The one that thinks that not only is this whole show scripted, imagine that, right, but that Karl is a character created by us.
Yeah.
He's actually an actor.
Oh, if only
Look
we
at
could take credit
that,
for
a
that.
shaved monkey we got.
I'll tell you, you're going to go along later to the Live 8 gig and you're probably going to see some bands that are going to make an effort to entertain you, but if you want entertainment, Rick, you know it.
Go on.
There's only one person to book.
Go on.
Me. If you you're perhaps something to do, because I'm obviously a top DJ on the radio, but where I really come into my own is DJing in any kind of club environment.
Well, you told me you were DJing, I didn't go to it, DJing at a party, and you said the place was rocking.
The place was roaring.
And I loved it. Karl just said he was there and they weren't.
Well, that's nonsense, Karl, because you know very well that when I'd put on a tune, they'd cheer.
Yeah, but it was late on in the night. They would have done that, whatever you put on.
That's nonsense.
No, they were happy and everything. I'm not saying they weren't having a good time. It was your party. It was all right, but they weren't going mental like you're sort of making up.
They were definitely going mental. When I put on the Proclaimers, they could not believe their luck. They would have walked 1,000 miles.
Was it good though? Were they really? What were they doing? They were dancing, were they?
It's dancing and that, but they weren't sort of cheering, going, more and all that at the end.
What's all right? Take On Me came on, the big cheer went up.
Oh, I don't know who to believe.
I've been there, done it, Steve. I've been the DJ as well.
It might be jealousy. It might be like
professional jealousy there.
Yeah.
I think it's because my fortunes are on the up and these are on the down. We all know famously that he had Pilkington making music, his DJ outfit.
Didn't happen.
I did enough. I just wanted to do enough to pay for the equipment, and I did. And that was that. But I don't like crowds, do I?
But you're safe, aren't you? You're behind the little thing with the flashing lights.
But there's still a lot of people and that. Forced fun. Don't like that.
Forced fun?
It's not forced fun. They haven't got to dance if they don't want to dance.
Yeah. Don't like it.
What do you mean your fortunes are on the up? Anyway, DJing.
Well, I'll tell you, I was hired. Well, I say hired. I did it as a favour to a friend. His wedding the other week. And I got there, I was thinking, because everyone had their little role to play, and then people were doing a good job.
I love you taking it seriously.
And I spent ages putting together some CDs, special selection CDs. I love that! Because what I did was I burned them on iTunes.
Did you turn up with your own headphones round your neck?
Own headphones, wearing a suit, but headphones.
Metal case.
Didn't need it, just had them all in one small box.
Brilliant.
Boom. I thought this is good stuff. I got some classics here.
Give me an example. Give me an example of that, like the first hour, the warm-up hour.
Rick, I'm coming straight in with Frankie Valli, Oh What a Night.
Brilliant track.
I mean, when those beats start at the beginning, who's not getting on the dance floor? Wait a minute, what's this following up?
Go on.
It's the Jacksons.
What, I Want You Back?
I Want You Back.
Brilliant. It sounds good at the moment, Karl.
Yeah. So I'm thinking, at least I'm gonna roar this, because they laid on a good spread. The ceremony was nice, food was nice. I'm thinking this is going to be the piece de resistance.
Yeah.
Alarm bell started ringing.
Why?
When I realised there was a marquee outside. Of course, it's a balmy summer evening. I'm stuck inside on the dance floor, so I'm thinking I'm going to be struggling here to get them in. Even with flavours like this, I thought I'd struggle, Rick. So I'm sat there in my suit. I'm sat behind this little DJ console. I've got all the big numbers. There's one or two people making some token effort, but frankly, most people are outside everywhere.
No.
I was livid. Of course, they couldn't hear it out there. So I was playing to an empty room, really, and I was furious. I was absolutely furious. Because, what is, they're wasting my time. They're wasting now. I could have just stuck the CD on and
They're
gone out.
wasting Frankie Vallis.
Frankie Vallis
They're
time.
wasting the Jackson 5's
They're
time.
wasting, D-Light's time.
Yeah, yeah.
And so I'm sat there, and there's a couple of people making a cursory effort. Mainly when they come to get a drink from the bar, they might have a little quick, couple of twos.
You shout, we don't want your
Not
lot.
interested.
All of you or no one.
All of you or no one at all. And then there's a microphone set up because people have been doing speeches. This little girl gets on the mic, right? It's being funneled through the speaker system. So every time I put my headphones on,
Miss Dynamite, was it?
It wasn't sadly Miss Dynamite, although she decided to have a little go at MCing. She was screeching her little head
How
off.
old is she?
Oh, I don't know, 8 or 9. At their most annoying. when children are at their most annoying, because they got a bit of confidence there. They're a bit cocky. They're not shy anymore. They're a bit arrogant.
Yeah.
She's screeching her head off, so I'm playing, and she doesn't know it.
Your face!
I'm playing into the groove. No one's getting into the groove because she's going mental. She's just going, what's this? What's this? I don't know what this is. Play something I know. I'm thinking I haven't got any bloody DJ Otsu or Crazy Frog. I'm not going to play what you... So she's just screeching along, ruining it for everyone. I say everyone, there was no one there. So me, she was ruining it for me.
I bet you were really
I was
angry.
furious. But of course as well, every time she screeched, it went through my headphones. So, of course, and then her dad comes along, right? And I'm thinking, all right, he's seen what's happening.
Just imagine you in your suit, sweating, getting annoyed at someone ruining your set that no one's listening to.
I think, her dad's coming over. He's going to put pay to this. He's realised that, she's causing a disturbance. He comes over there, joins in.
No.
Sits her on his lap. He's just saying, hey, she's having a whale of a time. I'm thinking I'm furious. I'm thinking it's his responsibility to shut her up. He's not going to do anything. What can I do? I can't step in.
No.
And I know very well that if I interfere, he's going to say, oh, well, she's enjoying herself and no one's dancing anyway, and we've just got into a fracas.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to start a fight.
No. Because I don't know, but he'd have knocked you out, wouldn't he?
Someone would have got knocked out. And I'm not saying who it would have been, but, but there was, to bear in mind, Rick, there would have been 2 of them. And so I didn't want to get into a fight with him. And anyway, so I'm playing. Anyway, so my friend came along. He realised what was happening, and I didn't have the guts to unplug the microphone because he'd have known. You see.
Yeah.
So I got my friend to do it when she had her back to me. So he pulled the plug out. The microphone went dead. She went, "What's going on?" I went, "I don't know what you're talking about." I said, "I don't know." She said, "Where's the microphone?" I said, "You must have broken it." I don't know what's going on. Someone will probably make you pay for that. And anyway, at least we shut her up.
That is great.
But it really went from bad from worse. And there's that thing when you panic, you start panicking. So you're putting on a lot of flavours that you would have saved till the last hour.
What are we talking? Boom, Boom, Shake.
Exactly, you're throwing them in early. Love Shack's coming on way too soon.
Really?
Oh, Love Shack before 11. It's heresy, but I had to do it. But anyway, in the end, I made the bride go and get some people in. I said, look, it's your special night, all right, and they're going to enjoy this.
I'll be honest, love, this is a washout, and it's up to you to turn this wedding around, or I'm walking.
And I tell you, they're going to have a sour memory of this evening unless you bring some people in.
Get everyone in dancing.
So she got him in at the end.
Brilliant.
And I'll tell you this, Karl. I mean, I don't know what you say, but they were loving it. They were absolutely loving it. A bloke came over and said, have you got Amarillo? I said, no, but I put on something even better, Delilah. Wedding crowds always go for Delilah. A song, of course, about old man killing his wife. But it always goes down very well, strangely, at weddings.
Yeah.
They get into a sort of hokey-cokey thing. They went berserk for it. And I was following it up with, I had the monkeys, I had all sorts going on.
Brilliant.
Of course, you know what happens.
What?
I'm going great guns. People are absolutely loving it. They're rocking it. I throw in, I had something cracking on at the end. Come On Eileen, of course, was on. People were going berserk for it.
Which is unfortunate because the bride's name was Eileen.
Yeah. And then the bride pipes up. I'm throwing the bouquet. So they all traipse off outside again. Oh. I was furious.
Oh, no.
I plugged the microphone back in. I said, what are you doing? We got, but they went out there. And, of course, you can't get them back once they've done that because all the women are running around. I got the thing. And then they got to wave everyone off, throw the confetti.
They ruined your day.
I was having a great time and they ruined it.
She ruined your special day.
She ruined my special night.
Oh, no.
It's on her head.
What would you put on about now, Karl?
What if I was DJing?
Yeah.
Probably a better world party.
Go on.
Interesting. put the message in the box, put the message in the car, drive the car around the world, and I'm imagining, Rick, that message is make poverty history. That's World Party, put the message in the box. Can I just say quickly while I think of it, we get a lot of emails from people, a lot of texts saying, can you send a big shout out, stuff like that. You know, I've just looked at one now, Scott and Julie in Australia listening. They want a big shout out, big shout to them. But there's so many people that do it, and I'm obviously just want to say, sorry we never get to your emails. We're very, very lazy. We never really get to look through them, but we obviously do appreciate you emailing in, texting in, stuff like that. And also, can I send a big shout out to my grandparents, who I believe might be listening on their new digital radio? They're pretty high tech. Very nice country.
Yeah. Are they the merchants of Bristol?
Merchants, yeah. Props to them.
Props to them, yeah.
It's a slightly truncated show, isn't it, today, Carl? We've got
I
trust.
I don't like change, and that's what's happened. I'm not.
You don't, do you? You're like Rain Man.
Yeah.
He really is like Rain Man. Anything change, it's got to get in a little routine. You can't.
I don't like to. I'm not like Suzanne's mum and dad and what have you, where routine cannot change no matter what.
Like what?
Well, we've talked about it where, you know, if it's a Tuesday, I'm having sausage, egg and chips no matter where I am. That's what they're like.
Right.
That's what they'll remember, actually. When I'm saying about stuff about Live 8 and all that, you know, people will remember. If people said to a dad, you know, you remember Live 8? Okay, what day was it on? Tuesday. Well, I had sausage, egg and chips. Nothing changes. But the thing is, today, normally we have a bit of a, you know, I know what we're doing where and all that, and it's all sort of messed up.
We don't usually know what we're doing where. We say, what should we do next?
No, but I know, like, Rockbusters has been done early.
Right.
So that's normally done at
that's
about
really
about 5
throwing you
minutes. I just don't. I don't like all this change and that. It's messing about, isn't it?
Rain Man.
So what do you want now?
Well, what about Song with a Story?
See, with the, right. Well, last week.
Look at him. He's in a genuinely foul mood.
No, he's actually rocking.
Yeah.
He's actually rocking like Rain Man as well.
Last week we did, like you say, Eric Clapton. This is the section where we play a song with a story. I think every song, if it's a good song, it's got a story. You've got to listen to it, sort of, you know, from the start. You get in the middle, you're going, oh, how's it going to end and all that. Yeah. You wait another minute, you know the ending, you're happy.
But the thing is, as Steve said, you know, sometimes you're disappointed with it, so it's not a good story. And as Steve said, I'm not sure you're finding what you need in a song for a story. Why don't you read a book, a novel? If you want a really good story that engrosses you, why don't you read a book? You're not going to get it from a pop song.
I haven't got time for a book. Song's 3.5 minutes.
And that's it, is it? And that satisfied you?
Well, yeah, it gets you thinking for a few minutes, then you move on.
Then you stop thinking.
2 minutes 50, this one, right? It's brilliant.
Go on, then.
It's about, last week we talked about the little crippled fella, right? This one...
as I say, I don't think we say cripple anymore, but go on.
All right, this one, someone emailed in saying, if you want a song about that, this is a song you ought to listen to, right? It's about this fella who, basically something happened. I think he's in a wheelchair, right, for some reason.
You thought that last time.
His wife, you know, likes going out. She doesn't take him with her when she goes out.
Right.
Is it Ruby, Don't Take Your Love to Town?
Yeah.
Brilliant song.
Well, just play it then.
Yeah, great song.
All right.
What do you mean?
Oh, it's just, it's a good story. It starts off well and that. You're feeling sorry for him, but then he says, where's my gun?
Yeah. Because she's a slut.
Why?
Because she's going off.
Yeah, but what does he expect her to do?
What? Just because he paralysed his legs fighting for his country, presumably in the Vietnam War. It says that crazy Asian war. So he's gone, he's fought for his country, he's taken a bullet, he's come home, he can't walk, he should be a hero, and then his wife's going out putting it about downtown.
Why do I never meet women like Ruby?
XFM.
Forever Lost. The magic numbers on XFM 104.9. Well, the concert's kicked off, Steve.
Yeah, I'm a bit annoyed that we're still here, really. Let's try and wrap this up quite quickly and then shoot
No
off.
one's listening anyway.
Nah, we could talk about anything.
Well, we do.
Yeah, true.
It makes no difference to
We
us.
could do a lot more swearing than we normally do. We could do even more. I was talking to Carl the other night, because I've been rewatching for some reason that film Witness with Harrison Ford, where he's a policeman that has to protect a little boy who's part of an Amish community. Amish?
Yeah.
And I tried to explain to Carl...
You look plain, John Book.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. And I was obviously trying to explain the Amish to Carl. He'd never heard of them. Completely stony-faced.
Amazing.
Now for those...
Okay, you explained it to him, have you? Okay, then.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know what you said, but I'm assuming you got it right, right? Carl, now tell me back now, what are the Amish?
They're just people who sort of live like in the olden times. So to them, they're sort of in about 1842 or something. So they're getting old papers and that. They haven't cut up to.
No.
They don't have telly.
They don't deny that the 20th century has happened. They just don't want to be part of it. They look up and they see planes and they know what they are, and they go into the town and they see it in the window of Dixon's, a telly. They just don't want to be part of it.
No, they're still living. They are
still living like it's
that's what I mean.
Yeah, but they know about everything else. They just don't want to be part of it because they think that the sort of the revolution was a bad thing. They think that society became more and more depraved, and they wanted to go away from it, and they want to go back to old values, and they think they don't need TV and jets in that way of life. They can survive in the old way because the old way was better.
Missing out on Live 8.
Yeah, but they haven't had Band-Aid yet.
Yeah,
I think this is the problem that Karl had. He in his mind, they were just a bit delayed, so that in his head they were slowly moving towards the 20th century.
They wouldn't be able to watch most of these bands, all their electric guitar. They'd be allowed to watch Tracy Chapman.
Yeah,
doing an acoustic set.
Yeah,
between the bands. Yeah, that'd be all right.
But no, in Karl's mind, it's like
although they wouldn't like Fast Car. They wouldn't like a scene about that. They go, I don't know what you're talking about. Pony and Trap. You got a pony and trap. That'd be all right.
But are they still? Do they still get sort of rubbish posts and that saying we need your money for this, or get behind this charity?
They live in an isolated community. They're farmers, aren't they? They're farmers.
It's an agricultural community, and they're obviously very staunchly religious. In actual fact, it would suit you very well because you hate crowds, you hate groups of people, you don't like the modern world. You'd love it down there, wouldn't you?
He wouldn't like getting up at 4 o'clock to milk a cow, though, would he?
Well, no, but he'd get used to it.
Go back to bed, couldn't you?
It's probably out. I mean, have they got anything to do with the Hare Krishna people?
No, nothing at all.
Because out of all the religions, that's I'm not a religious person. I don't understand.
You're only saying Hare Krishna because you've got the head. That's the only reason you think it'd be.
I'm halfway there.
Yeah.
But the thing is, out of all, you just what was that?
Money just fell out of my pocket where I'm nearly laying down.
That's the danger of wearing sweatpants everywhere you go.
I'm only ever lying down in a chair.
No, I'm I've never been a religious type. If people want to do it, I let them do it and what have you.
Good of you.
But out of all of them, I want one that's not going to take over your life. I don't want one where you've got to get up 3 times a day and you've got to go and pray and that you've got to get up early. Forget that. It's getting in the way. But if it's something like, I was walking to work the other day, right, across Oxford Street. There's a little Hare Krishna fella there, and he sort of had he had a leaflet and stuff, and he said, are you interested? And I said, what do you do? And he said, well, we're against getting stressed out and what have you. And he gave me a plum. They hand out food for some reason. But I sort of asked a few questions.
That's just the imagery. These 2 bold people, one of which is wearing an orange smock,
holding a plum in the middle.
He hands the other one a plum. It's almost like you can imagine some kind of religious painting.
Exactly. Yeah.
But what is their sort of main thing? Because he didn't really tell me that much. He was a Japanese bloke, so I didn't know what he was saying that much.
Why? He wasn't speaking English.
Not very well. He wasn't the best sales bloke to send out for them, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But what's that? Are they? You're saying they're nothing like?
Well, I believe Hare Krishna is a kind of as an offshoot of a sort of Buddhist faith.
It is. I think they are Buddhist, aren't they?
Yeah, and obviously their kind of trademark, as it were, is that they have to say. I believe they have to say Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna in a certain rhythm, in a certain order, a certain amount of times per day. That's why you see them walking down the street saying Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, because it's actually a sort of religious chant which they're obliged to do. So you see, even if you go into the Hare Krishna faith, you may find yourself, in Tesco or whatever, forced to say Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Perhaps
out loud, not just thinking it.
Yeah, no, out loud.
You can put it on an iPod and
you can put that on an iPod. No, it doesn't count. No, I think you have to actually say it. So I guess that kind of eats into your social life a little bit.
And there's the wearing orange as well.
Particularly frustrating, I imagine, if you're in a cinema or a library. A little bit awkward there, midway through
Or
Star
you
Wars,
live
whatever.
next door to a bloke called Harry Krishna,
Yeah.
who constantly thinks you're calling him.
Yeah.
That probably.
Yeah. So that's in this. I mean, I don't think we've quite done the Hare Krishna faith. It's full service there, but so interesting to you. I mean, you got handed a plum. You've been treated well by them.
Yeah, well, but he couldn't tell. I just wanted to know how much time it would take up. What are the benefits? You know, what can you do? What can't
Well, I
you
think
do?
the benefits are they probably don't get stressed out. They've probably got that sort of that zen, that chi-ness about them, where they try and interact and
Quite meditative.
yeah.
Yeah.
I've got some nice trainers as well, don't they, with their
Yeah.
orange.
What are you looking for then in a faith, Carl? You say what are the benefits? I mean, obviously Catholicism, you get the communion wine and bread. So
Yeah, but I can afford that.
right.
Probably just I like the Crusaders. I was forced into joining that as a kid because a mate sort of joined it, and he sort of said he'd join, and I sort of swore at him. I said, I'm not doing that. Right?
Yeah.
He said, right, if you don't come with me, I'll tell your mum that you just swore. So I was like, oh. So I went. So I went along, and I used to just go on the Friday when they played, you know, Sabutio and stuff. And then I went on one Sunday, and it was totally different. There was no Sabutio. There was no sort of, you know,
Table tennis.
the thing where you hold a thing and knock things over. Skittles. There was all that on a Friday. Went on the Sunday, it was rubbish. He said, right, sit down in this room. They gave me a Bible. Thought, this looks too heavy, this is too big. I'm not interested in this book. And I never went again. I used to hide on a Sunday when they came round. And that's been the only sort of...
Why did it suddenly turn out to have to hide on a Sunday when they're coming round?
Because they wouldn't leave. They wouldn't leave.
Who was
the
it? Were they
house.
adults?
It was sort of a... Well, he seemed like an adult to me at the time, but he was probably about 27.
Well, that is an adult.
Yeah, but do you know what I mean? He seemed a lot older when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And he came knocking and that, and he used to say to me, Mum, I'll just tell him I'm ill or something. And he used to hang around to see if I'd eventually come out to play and that. And if I did, I think they would have grabbed me and took me there.
I love the idea that you want that for you, religion has to bring with it some kind of gift. It's like, you know, join our faith and you get an alarm clock radio. It's like something like
But
those
I think
banks or
religion.
credit
But I think
cards.
religion does bring a gift. Usually, it's
Well, the gift of the Lord.
Well, the gift of everlasting life, isn't it? And that's the problem with it. You know, a lot of people believe in it because they think.
But for
I'll
Carl,
be all right.
his feeling is like, that should be a given. That's safe. I'm definitely going home with eternal life. But what
Yeah.
else can I have? Is there
Why
an
do you
iPod
have to
in
have
it?
a religion? Because obviously I don't have a religion. I don't miss it, and I wouldn't want one. I'm an atheist, and that's out of belief. That's out of logic. And we don't get into the politics or the morality of it. Why do you feel you need a religion? Why don't you just get a hobby?
Well, I didn't want one. I don't want one. I just was saying that, you know, if I was to get one, which one would I go for? Is what I'm saying.
I'd
You know what I
like to
mean?
see you perhaps as a Jew. I think Judaism would suit you well, I think.
What are the hours like for that?
Tough. Can be tricky.
That's what I mean. I don't want anything that's, you know... And they have a day where they don't eat and stuff. I couldn't be doing that.
So then they have days when they eat too much.
Yeah, but what happens if I'm not that hungry that day? Like I say, I don't like change. You know what I mean? I like my Cheerios in the morning. I
still have that other girl in my head by Elvis Costello and Burt Bacharach on this final XFM show. Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant, Karl Pilkington.
Well, we nearly got to wrap it up. I think we've got to do the Rockbusters winner and give someone those lovely prizes. Monkey News, then we're out of here. We'll maybe come back, maybe do some Christmas specials.
I don't want to make any promises.
Right then, first one. First one was Richard's kids. He cuts hair for a living.
Yeah, what's that?
That was, well, try and work it out.
No,
You know.
there's no point.
Dick's son, yeah, he was a barber. Barbara Dixon, right?
Doesn't work.
Dixon, well, again, they always get it.
Barbara Dixon.
Right,
Her name
so-
wasn't Barbara Dixon, was it?
So that's that one.
Did Ronnie Corbett ever say, "Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Barbara Dixon"?
Second
no,
one-
he
second
never
one
did,
was,
did he? He never did.
I have a problem saying the French word for well. What's the French word for well?
Oh, isn't it? That's good. What?
No, that's good though.
Bell? Well, no, what?
Isn't it bien?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. I have a problem saying it, so I can't say it. I can't say bien. I can't say bien. Can't say Kasabian, right? So they managed to work that one out.
That's one of your worst. That
Can't say bien. Can't say bien.
Can't say bien. It's not.
Yeah. And the last one.
That's terrible.
8 kebabs, 2 kebabs, plus 57 kebabs, times 27 kebabs. This fella is struggling working it out. What's the answer there? DS. Right? A Donna sum. Right? So he's struggling working it out. It's a Donna sum. Right? So they got that right as well. So
What was the answer?
Donna Summer.
Donna Summer.
Yeah, Donna Summer. So just pick
went
one,
out on a high
Steve.
then.
Steve, just pick one.
We went out on a high.
That was shocking.
What about let's have a look. There's
Well, it's the first one to get all 3. Steve, what's the first one with all 3?
Well, there's so many here.
Yeah, but this is the first one that came through in time-wise.
probably that one.
No, I don't like Rob because he's been slagging us off. In fact, no, let's give it to Rob.
If he's the first.
No, to be honest with you, Rob's been slagging us off, but at least he knows. I mean, at least he's got some taste.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, well, what if he was the first, then Rob's the winner?
Well, give Rob, he gets a Ladder 49 and a bunch of other DVDs. But that means he goes straight into the
you're
hat
putting him
for
in
the
there
big draw.
now.
I'm just going to write his name now. I'm going to throw that straight in the hat. I can imagine that no one, even the people who've entered, are that excited. Not because the prizes aren't great, but I'm worried that they don't appreciate it, Rick. Do you know, I get the feeling that our listeners, they just don't appreciate the fact that we've gone to all this trouble. We've got the Homer Simpson drawing and things like that. I just feel like these people don't deserve it. And do you know what, it's weird? I just wish we had a better quality of listener. Like, people who listen to Radio 2, they deserve it. You know, they're elderly and infirm, some of them. It would really cheer them up. But our lot, you know, drug addicts.
Yeah, let me pick
you
it
know,
out.
truck drivers. So I've just put all the names in the hat, all the previous winners from the previous weeks, and Rob as well.
Is this Pilky going to put it out?
Do you want Pilky or do you want Ricky?
Oh, well, let's have the shaved monkey do it.
All right. Plunge your hand in there.
It's just, that's one, isn't it?
That's it,
there?
just pull that one out, check who it is.
Right, it's Gavin Thompson in Edinburgh.
Well done, Gav.
Are we going to get them up there?
That's not his problem. You got to post them. You got to pay. They're amazing prizes.
Yeah, but the Spinal Tap one, it's about 5 foot, isn't it?
Well, they can post it. It'll cost them a few quid. It's a radio station.
I think he should have to come and collect it. No, just because then it'll at least it'll prove that
Where's
he's
he
interested.
from?
Edinburgh.
Give it to Bob Geldof. I'll give it to Bob Geldof.
He's walking up there, so
He can look.
XFM.
Chewing breaks. Fishing for a dream. That's what we're fishing for, isn't it? We're fishing for a dream today.
What's that mean?
Poverty. I don't know what I was talking about.
It doesn't matter what you're saying, Rick. No one's listening.
No one's listening. Well, we've got to finish anyway.
Think about the fact that think how small our percentage of listeners is anyway.
Anyway, and then you two are on stage at the moment.
This is like broadcasting during Christmas dinner. This is the same. It's just
on the
pointless.
hospital radio.
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
Where everyone's got an iPod for Christmas.
Yeah. On the ward.
yeah. Well, we've just got. We're going to go through now till 5:30, and I've got to rush off, I'm afraid, to Live 8.
Don't apologise, mate. When people see the glam that you're bringing to that event,
they don't even care about the people introducing it. Comedians going, ladies and gentlemen, just get on with it.
No, I agree.
No, I've got a good joint here. 2 blokes will get on with it. Bring on Madonna. But we're going to give it to them, Carl. We're going to go through to the end. We've done everything we have to do. Monkey news. The final monkey news of the year, possibly. It's been a joy. I'd just like to say, on behalf of myself, Steve Merchant, and this little bald mank, it's been a pleasure.
Yeah, speak for yourself.
Yeah.
But we should just point out as well, if you miss Rockbusters while we're away... Yeah, right. You can log on to xfm.co.uk/Rockbusters, where you can actually see Karl himself introducing you to an interactive game of Rockbusters.
Looks very much like Blockbusters.
It does, surprisingly. But yeah, you can join into that.
And there's also talking of monkey news. There's a link on the website. I'm trying to think where you go. I think if you go on my little biography bit, someone's done some animation to some old monkey news.
Oh, it's brilliant. Great.
Right.
Yeah.
So if you're having withdrawal symptoms of monkey news, then you can find some classic
and it's
monkey
animated.
news.
It's classic monkey
I
news.
feel drained today.
Do you?
Go on.
This is the strangest radio show in the world.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Because when we can do that, we can talk about this and go, I feel drained today. Just like he's not... Like, no one's listening. Because that's the sort of thing you say socially and no one listens. Like, just when you're watching up, I feel drained today. It's rhetorical. Yeah. You're not expecting anyone, not even your loved ones, to go, oh, really? They just go, that. But to do it live on air, no one's listening.
What I mean is just give us a jingle.
But the
Exactly.
But the truth is,
the contempt we have for our poor listeners
but
is
the truth is, the
unbelievable.
listeners aren't listening, and we don't want to be here. So this really is one of the most pointless things ever.
No, would have been quite happy to do a full show.
But you know
The
what?
flow of it's just.
I would
nuts.
love to listen to this back in 10 years. This actual show, let's keep this forever. Let's keep this show forever. The show, we went early, we were bored. It was a day we're trying to save Africa, but we're a little bit annoyed that no one's listening. Yeah, right. Right, once and for all, the final monkey news of
if
the
you're not-
year.
oh, go on.
What were you going to say?
No, I was just going to say, if you're not into the Live 8 and you're gay, you're not listening because you're on a walk.
Right, okay. Right. Oh, chimpanzee that monkey news.
Right, there's this card game going on, right? in the a big hotel in Vegas,
Right.
The Luxor Hotel in Vegas.
Yeah.
There's a major card game. All the big players and that
Sure.
were involved. Right, they're all invited. Anyway, so they all meet up in this dark room at the back of the.
Oh, there we go, dark room.
At the back of the.
They didn't work. They didn't see the little 4-foot hairy fella. It was brilliant at poker.
Like I say, it's a big game, and that everyone's been waiting for it. So it's played in the back room, not in the main entrance bit, right? So anyway, like I say, it's dark in there and what have you, and the players went in. There was already someone sat in there, right?
Right.
But they
Short bloke?
couldn't quite see
Was he
him.
a short hairy bloke with slightly longer arms than legs?
Couldn't see him.
Where
because
are his arms slightly longer than his legs?
couldn't see
Strangely
him with it
enough.
being dark.
Was he
and what have
holding his hand of cards with his feet?
you. Anyway. So the cards were dealt, right? Cards were dealt. Game's going on.
His cards with his feet.
Game went on for hours, right? There was-
No one's listening. The terrible thing is that not even we're listening to Carl now.
I know.
Literally no one is
It's
listening
so
to Carl.
insulting.
There was a lot of smoking going on.
It's going on.
A lot of eating and nuts going on. That was a bit weird because they don't normally get through as many, but for this night. So, come on, let's just play Bruce.
Goodbye, everybody.
See you maybe at Christmas time. Yeah,
Goodbye.
right.